Hey, everybody. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing well tonight. And if you hop on, say hey, let me know you're here. If you catch the replays, say replay, so I know you were here. And if you find this valuable, well, then hit the share button and share it with a friend or a family member so they can get some use out of it too. So, the title of this video is, are you still wanting what she has? Well, stop it. Unless, and the unless is, unless you are willing to do what she did to get it. Whatever it is, whatever she has that you want, if you're not willing to do what she did to get it, then you need to just stop wanting, because wanting never got anybody anything. It's action. It's massive action that gets everybody everything they want. We all want to be, rich or successful or have a nice house or a huge kitchen or a huge bathtub or a pool in our backyard. The list goes on and on and on with the millions and millions and millions of things that we want. But the fact of the matter is that wanting will not get it. It's action. It's doing something. You have to do something to get what you want. And those that do get it, because I'm not going to say there aren't people out here in the world that hit, the lottery and win millions of dollars. People do that. But when they do, you don't see all these lovely success stories of how these rich people got all this money and they stay that way, or these people hit the lottery and they got rich and they kept the money and they stayed that way. Now they're still wealthy. You keep hearing stories about all these people that hit the lottery, and what did they do? They spent it all. They're broke. They didn't pay all their taxes, so now they're in debt. They bought stuff that they couldn't really afford to have. Now that they're broke, they're getting things repossessed, or they're having to sell it to have some kind of money again, because they didn't know how to manage it. They didn't earn it. They weren't ready for it. You cannot have what you are not ready for. You can't. And if you didn't earn it and go step by step by step, getting a little more wealthy at a time, then you don't know how to manage that kind of money. When it just all of a sudden you go from broke to rich, you don't know what to do with that. You just don't. People just don't. They don't know what to do with it. So they lose it. They get it and they lose it. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Thanks for hopping on. Glad to see you. So, people are always wanting something, but they're not willing to go out there and get it. And if you're not willing to do what it takes to get it, then you might as well just stop wanting it. Because you're not going to ever get what you want by just wanting it. It takes action. It takes planning. It takes, first of all, knowing what it is that you have to do to get there. I have this chick that I met, and we just, they say that your vibe attracts your tribe. Well, just her vibe attracted me. 100% attracted me to her, because she is so much like me. She has done so many of the things that I have done. She's made all the same mistakes. She has done so much, and her personality is a lot like mine. So, she 100% attracted me to her. And I was, I'm not hating on that. I like that. I mean, I like that I can find people that are a lot like me in the mindset aspect, but personality-wise, they're not quite like me. And my whole team is like that. Well, anyway, the chick that I am talking about, she's got all these things, and they're the things that I'm working for, the things that I'm working towards. And she has already started achieving these things. And I found myself being a little bit envious of her and being like, ugh, which I work really hard on my mindset so that I don't have issues like that. And when I catch myself being negative like that, being envious is okay if you're willing to learn from that person, and usually the people like that you're envious of and you want what they have. And if we're talking about the same kind of things, I'm not talking about being envious of somebody's man and now you want their man. That's not quite the same thing I'm talking about here. But usually if somebody has what you want, if they're successful or they're on the right path or whatever it is, then those people are willing to tell you how they got there. Now, if you are envious of someone that's not willing to talk to you, mentor you, or anything like that, you should find a new mentor, a new person to be envious of. But I found myself being envious in a negative way, like jealous almost. And I work really hard not to be like that. I do my affirmations so that I have a positive mindset. I work really hard on staying focused and loving myself and doing all these things to try to stay positive. Well, I found myself feeling a little jealous, and I had to put that away and just talk to her, because I'm doing a lot of the things that I know I need to do to get to where I need to be, and it's happening, but probably not as fast as I want, because, we're all impatient and in a hurry to get things that we want. So I sat down and I was talking to her today, and the fact is I'm not actually doing the things she did. She did double the work that I'm doing. I thought that talking to 15 people a day was enough, but it's not. I need to do double that. I thought going live 5 times a week was enough, but it's not. I need to do it 7 days a week. So I'm not doing all the things I should be doing. I need to be doing more, and now I know that. So there's nothing to be envious of. And even though I want what she has, I want it in a different way, and I'm willing to do the work for it. So if there's something that you're envious of or jealous of, and it feels negative, it feels wrong, it feels icky inside, and you know what that feeling is. You know what icky feeling I'm talking about. If you have that, stop wanting what they have unless you are willing to go and get it. You have to be willing to do what they did to get it. Even if it is, wanting to be in a relationship. If you have this guy out there in this world and you're like, oh, I want a man like that, then get up and do something. You can't want some amazing person if you're not willing to put yourself out there. If you're not willing to be the best person you can be and get out there and go for it. Now, don't go stealing people's husbands. That's not what I meant. What I mean is find that same type of guy if that's what you want to do. But make sure he's single. Don't steal people's husbands. It's rude and immoral and all kind of other things. So just don't do it. But if there is something out there you want, if there's a car you want, a house you want, a kitchen, a huge bathtub, if there's anything out there you want, get up and go get it. You laughing at me? I ain't trying to steal nobody's husband or send them your way to steal your husband. That was rude. I didn't mean that way. I don't want them to do that. But if there is somebody you want, go get them, just not someone else's husband. Please make sure they're single. I did not say that. Disclaimer, I am not saying steal people's husband. I did not mean it that way. You are very welcome, Stephanie, and I hope you have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.